Jive Boy's War Stories. JB put up with a bunch of nitwit bosses early in his career. JB sometimes logged 72 to 100 plus hours per week. Raises were tough to come by. However, at one site, JB managed 4 merit raises and 4 cost of living adjustments prior to the 08 crisis. JB's mentor helped him lose 65 pounds. The next boss hated Bob, the boss that got us the raises. Bob was white and old. That was the reason why. But Pol Pot, the new young Asian boss, didn't get us any raises, but he was still superior to Bob. Pol Pot chased his tail and was gaslighted and mocked by the client. Still better, though. Prior to 2008, Jive Boy heard there was a crisis emerging in the financial markets. Through his 1,600-member Yahoo group, he was told to be ready for a severe recession. In 2008, the pundits tried to talk up the market after the first bank failure. And Jive Boy called BS and shorted the market. JB made 40% while everyone else was losing their ass. JB then signed up for an MBA and beat it out of his Agenda 2030 friendly town. The wallbanger says Newberg is conservative, but the wallbanger is a liar. Believe what you want. Jive Boy's employer absolutely hated books and learning. JB's schedule was turned upside down several times during the MBA program. JB's grades suffered. Carefully listen to and observe the excuses of the globalist feminist Republicans and the Girls for Socialism companies who love the Federal Reserve. The rural West is not conservative. There are a lot of stories and clues in JB's published work about shocking things that happened during this time. In 2011, JB started publishing ebooks. One fat, loud, obnoxious, entitled lawyer demanded a free PDF of JB's first book. The lawyer rewrote it and produced complete and utter garbage. One takeaway from this is if your mark doesn't know shit, maybe refrain from asking for free work and picking his brains for free. Jesus, Oregon Tea Party, please untangle yourselves from Bill Clinton's diversity officer, Agenda 2030, and Senator Warren. Sort out the good guys from the bad guys. It is lonely to be a genuine conservative or libertarian on the West Coast. People don't become leaders in politics or church unless they're student leaders or are seriously compromised. Just try to prove me wrong. 2016 finally rolls around and cuck-servatives are kicked to the curb. Donald J. Trump is on the scene. The party leaders hate him. The grassroots finally decide to attend the Leadership Institute. Anons on Twitter and Gab finally fight back. No one in Oregon from 1994 to present believed fighting back was okay. Even the candidates. A college Republican Senate intern said at a meeting, "The Republicans aren't hawkish because they're waiting on a bailout from a global power." This explains the limp-wristed Republican Party. The Christians are waiting on the Antichrist to bail them out. The market was amazing during POTUS 45's tenure. Tech investors left the Via Sachs hodlers in the dust. There is an old book called First Break All the Rules that says it right there. POTUS 45 and his grassroots army are punished by the deep state and the global elite with COVID and race riots. And 2 steals. Jive Boy makes use of lockdown time by attending webinars at LI. The Oregon GOP returns to its losing ways. Democrats have controlled Oregon for 40 years. Republicans are being set up for harm by its own party, who aren't ideologically conservative and who are only fielding candidates in 2/3 of the districts. Lesson here, Agenda 2030 runs Oregon. So does POTUS 45 prove it's okay to outshine the master? Did internet marketers prove you can escape the matrix? Will the new trad chads want to return to elite left rule, or are the trad chads actually conservative? What kind of America do you want to see?